What's up? What's up? We back for another session. Tapping in, seeing who out there, my good people. It's been a minute, but it's better late than never, right? And I'm never late to put something and drop it on your soul. Now, what I want to talk about today is what rock bottom taught me. Because I remember when I was down bad. I didn't have a friend to call, a family member to lean on. I didn't have a dollar to my name. I mean, I was down bad, right? And it got bad, man. It got bad. I remember, because I had got locked up, and, that's neither here nor there. Crashed out, as they would say, right? But what it really taught me was I didn't have nobody. Everybody I thought that was going to be there, they wasn't there. And it wasn't their fault that they wasn't there. They just wasn't there. They wasn't in the picture. They didn't know what was going on with me. And, and there's a lot of people I communicated that to, like, yo, man, I messed up. When you locked up and you making them calls and you trying to get that commissary popping, right? When you trying to get people to put something on your books, when you just looking for a visit, video chat, especially messing with Securus, it got bad, man. And what it really taught me was about the people who was around me. Prior to me getting locked up, I thought I had a lot of people in my corner. They was happy for me. Yo, man, you doing your thing out in Texas. Yo, you holding it down. Yo, I respect that. Fast forward, mind you, I don't have a criminal record. I'm not known for going to jail. I'm not known for none of that. I don't call nobody when I'm locked up. Like, that's not my MO, right? But I found myself in a situation, and I was at rock bottom. And if you've been arrested anywhere near or you've been locked up on your birthday, ain't nothing sadder than being in jail or prison, institute, anywhere where you don't have your freedom. It could be a program. When you don't have that freedom, you fucked up behind that. I'm gonna be real. Like, your whole psyche is just like out of whack. You sitting there and you thinking, because first you're thinking about all the things you could be doing. Man, if I was free right now, I'd have had a cookout, because my birthday in the summer, y'all. So I'd be like, yo, I'm gonna have a cookout. And I actually spoke to my cousin. You know what I'm saying? We share the same birthday. So I'm talking to my cousin, and I got to speak to people on the block around the way. And they're like, yeah, man, when you get out, we gonna celebrate like you never missed it. And it felt good to hear familiar voices, right? But it didn't hit the same. It really didn't hit the same. And I'll be honest, it messed me up, man. That's when I realized, like, I'm at rock bottom and can't nobody help. And I had friends who, they get to the bag. They couldn't bail me out. They couldn't bail me out. And I remember my bond was 20 bands, right? And, I got some pretty good friends that got some money, legally, illegally, however you want to look at it. And couldn't none of them come through. None of them. It was a stress to get $100, $200 from somebody. And that's when I realized, like, everything you see ain't always as it appears. People act like, yo, I got it. Yo, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And their motion might work, but that motion is for them and their family. And that's something I had to realize. See, I thought friends and family meant they was going to ride no matter what. That wasn't the case, y'all. That wasn't the case. Now, I ain't saying they left me high and dry, because I had a lot of good brothers come through for me. Sisters, too. They came through for me. And, it wasn't a miserable birthday, but I've had better birthdays. Let's put it like that. Now, that moment, that time, I had to take a step back from everybody. I'm like, man, I ain't rocking with nothing. I'm not feeling nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody because what I was going through felt like a crime in itself. And I was down bad. When you don't got nothing on your books, you ain't eating good. They got that bologna waiting for you. You eating bologna all day. All day. You don't got no care package coming through you. So I was messed up. Now, the problem with it was, being that I'm not used to it, I didn't know how to jail. I didn't know how to get through that situation. I made it through. I mean, I'm a man. And I'm always me, so I'm never trying to be nobody else. I don't got no facade, no image, or anything to uphold to anybody's standard. And I'm out of town. You know what I'm saying? From the East Coast. Being down in Texas, right? No bueno. Right? I had to use my Spanish voice. It's so close to Mexico, right? No good. Couldn't even stay there. And what it taught me was everybody I thought that was there for me, they wasn't there for me, yo. And almost by default, because I wasn't mad that they wasn't there, but I knew it. It was confirmed. I no longer had to think like, let me wonder if they looking out for me. I didn't have to wonder. All the little silent questions that I had, they were answered. Because I heard a lot of excuses. I seen a lot of people come through. See, it be the people that you think not gonna come through for you who bless you. I promise you that. The people that you think not gonna come through, they bless you. Then the people who tell you they got you, they don't really have you. I'm not mad at them for that. But again, I'm at rock bottom. I'm not used to going through the things that I'm going through. So for me, all of this is an experience that's brand spanking new. And I know I'm not the only one who's been through this, right? And it was real simple. I wasn't asking for them to be my, guardian angel, right? Like, I still had to hold myself down. Wasn't nobody going to punk me while I'm down and out, right? But at the same time, I'm a man's man. So I can still see eye to eye with men, whether we disagree or not, right? I'm not a yes man, and I don't like yes men around me, but I don't like no men around me neither. If you're going to tell me no in the time when I'm in my darkest place, how I'm going to respect that? Rock bottom hurt. Now, it wasn't that long, so fast forward. As my man Paulo was saying, make a fast story skinny, right? Shout out to my man. He should be coming down soon, right? Peace to the God. And he was telling me, New York, because that's what they call you when you out of town and they know where you're from. Like, you know what, New York? You from the Mecca, God. You from the Mecca. Now, me being a Knicks fan, I always hear that. Like, yeah, this is the Mecca. This is, the home, the world's most famous arena, right? Shout out to the Knicks. They in the playoffs looking good, right? Third seed, right? But they always say this is the Mecca, right? I even know someone named Mecca. She my homie, you know what I'm saying? I don't know on a deep level, but I know her as a friend. And what I'm saying is, though, you got to be mindful of what the bottom felt like. What it felt like to be at the bottom. Because you never want to feel that again. I never want to feel that again. I was messed up. I know what it's like to not have. No place to go. No money to eat. I mean, I'm at home now. Got food. Not really tripping over food, right? But when you don't know where your next meal coming from, oh, that stomach starts talking every language you never heard. It is what it is. But on the flip side, you remember what that bottom felt like and what you had to do to bounce back. And if you don't know what to do to bounce back, I'm going to tell you straight up. You got to have faith. You got to believe in yourself. You got to make a list. You got to set some goals. And you got to cut the bullshit out, man. You got to cut it all the way out. I mean, dead, done, finished, finito, adios, gone. None of that. So if you was able to enjoy your drink, that's gone. You was able to enjoy your weed, that's gone. You was hanging out, you was clubbing, partying at the lounge, hookah bar, whatever, that's gone. You was eating 5-star, that's gone. Go cook something at home. Hang out with yourself. Play some music, right? Everybody got an app on their phone that play music and that works. You don't always go on YouTube. It's always free to listen to whatever you want to listen to, right? Even if the ads is playing. But you got to cut a lot of things out. Because in order to level up, you might have to level down. Let me say that again, man. In order to level up, you might have to level down. That's why you hear people say less is more sometimes. I give you an example. I got out, right? I think I had the iPhone 14 Pro Max. I had the 14 Pro Max, right? I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be running around with no money in my pocket with an iPhone. And I think the 15 was about to drop or something like that. Or maybe the 16, I can't remember exactly. But I know, I was like, man, I'm getting rid of this. I went right to GameStop. I was like, yup, this is my phone. This, that, and the third. I went on the website, had a pre-qualifying offer. Went there, and now they give you options. They're like, hey, you can take this cash. You take this gift card. But it's a Visa gift card. It comes with a little bit more money. So I'm like, you know what? Let me take this. I'm going to take the gift card because I can always pull that bread off. I said, yo, can I take the money off? Can I create a PIN? It's like, yeah. You can go to ATM. I said, say less. I went right to the ATM, boom. Pulled the money off. So I got more. I was like, yeah, probably like $40, $50 more. It wasn't crazy. But the fact that I was able to maneuver, then I slid to Metro. Like, yo, let me still go get a phone. I ain't going to be running around with no phone now. Right? Went and got the phone. Got a Motorola phone. You know, I'll be like, hello, Moto. You know how that thing come on. If you heard it, you know what I'm talking about. Anywho, grabbed that. Had the service, phone, got the case. You know you got to get that phone case first day. You don't want to snickety, smack, scratch, nothing. Crack, nothing. You get that the first day. And I still had maybe $150. I'm like, it's better than having a nice phone while I'm running around looking for Wi-Fi all day. And if you from New York, you know that's what people be doing. They be running around with the phone off, looking for Wi-Fi. Hey, you got Wi-Fi? As soon as they come in your house, they asking for Wi-Fi before they ask for something to drink now. It is what it is. But I remember what the bottom felt like. And I felt the need to come on here to drop this knowledge and let people know, like, yo, just because you at the bottom don't mean you got to stay there. You don't got to sleep there. You don't have to hang out there. But you do got to take action. Whatever action you choose to take, that's up to you. But do something. Just do something. Do something that you're going to be happy with down the road. But make sure that you impacting your own situation. Because if you think someone's going to come in and play superhero in your life, I'm here to tell you that's a lie. It's so far from the truth, you won't find the truth. You'll keep looking for it. It will not show up. There are no superheroes. There is no capes. There is no secret check coming to save you without you putting in the work. And your work might just be having a faith. Shit, you might need to say a prayer. You might need to go see somebody that you haven't seen in a long time. You might have to pick up that phone and put your pride to the side and call the people if you do have the support network. But you need to take it serious. And I'm saying it because I remember when I didn't have no one to call, because I called everybody. I told everybody my situation. Didn't nobody care about how I felt. They don't know what I was going through. And I forgive everybody. I don't hold nothing against nobody. But I remember what it was like being asked out without $1 to my name, nowhere to go, and no support at all. And granted, everybody that supports you ain't gonna always come with $sign attached. It might just be someone that can answer that phone when you call, shoot you a text when they get you in the message. It's really not about money. All support don't come in the form of money. There's emotional support. It might be someone who helped you with housing, gave you some information. So you got to change the way you look at things. But first, before you change all of that, you got to change your mindset and how you look at yourself. Talk positive to yourself. Encourage yourself. Watch inspiring videos. I watch them every day. Sometimes I watch repeated videos and they say the same thing. I know the words, but I still like to hear them because hearing good talk is good talk. It's real. It's authentic. It's there for you. But we ain't going to be out here dancing around the issues. I don't want no elephants in the room. If I want to see an elephant, I go to the safari. I go to the zoo. But it's not going to be in the same room with me. And if I can get from the bottom, you could climb to the top. And if you're feeling good, what's wrong with that? Pat yourself on the back. I'm guilty. I don't do it enough. But pat yourself on the back. You can always be more than what you are right now. You can always improve from where you are right now. And if you believe in yourself, you're not wrong about it. Don't feel guilty. Don't worry about who's getting left behind because we've heard it before and it won't be the last time you're hearing this. Everybody can't come to the top. The penthouse is not reserved for everybody. Keep that in mind as you climb from the bottom. And when you reflect, you'll remember where you started at and you remember how you navigated. Because remember, when you're telling your testimony, everybody gonna always ask you how you did it. How? And you remember that. As always, dropping a message on you. Good to see you again. I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate my subscribers. You can like, comment, and if you made it to the end, just say, I remember. Put it in the comments. I remember what the bottom felt like. I remember. Leave some encouraging words for the next person. That way we can keep each other inspired. And I'm going to continue to put out content to help this grow. I really don't edit my videos. I probably should start editing the videos, but I just got in. It is what it is. Let's go. Let's stay inspired. Let's stay motivated because it's always about the wins, the losses, but most importantly, the lessons. Because after the lessons comes the blessings. This Life Chronicles. We always talking about life. Peace, love. Tap in next time.